Hello everyone. We're here with what I think it is our first map of this day. At least for my time zone. And we're gonna have stellasu versus khaurege12. Stellasu that chooses to have the second pick, and khaurege that has decided to get the second ban instead. And the first ban being number 2, Flow Amy. And khaurege is gonna decide to ban Nomad 6 is gonna be the Nomad 6. We see players banning this map a lot. Definitely is a very RNG pick. Very reading intensive as well. And the first pick is gonna be the DT1. We haven't seen this one be played that much. So very good to see. This map is aim slop, basically. What is this intro of the song? Alright, good luck's coming off, and we're gonna start the first map of the match. Oh, khaurege with the hidden actually. Alright, remember guys, that hidden multiplayer is removed for this tournament, so actually this is not gonna give khaurege any extra score or advantage. But the advantage could be just reading wise might be more comfortable for him specifically. Stellasu finding the first miss, but very early on. It's not that important, but still a very short map. You want to minimize those at the very end, at the very beginning. It can make a difference sometimes. And we see khaurege very comfortable with that 99%. We're approaching the middle of the map, the 50%. Nobody breaks in this pattern. Stella holding on to that combo. We just have to wait for khaurege to really break anywhere. For Stella to really have a chance. Both players going through this section here. And I believe some jumps gonna start popping here at the very end. Let's see how these players manage this. Stella needs khaurege to find a miss somewhere. Nobody misses here. Jump section, I don't think it's enough. khaurege will need to fall apart, but this part of the map isn't that hard really. And it's just gonna be the first point for khaurege, winning their first pick. So even if Stella didn't miss there in the very beginning, we'll still have gone to the other side. Pretty good score from khaurege here. Nice FC, 500s, very strong. And we will see what Stella will decide to pick here. I imagine Stella would want to maybe go for some hard rock. Maybe to test the waters. If this match ends pretty fast, we might be able to see the crazy match that comes right after this. And we have DT3 actually. Low AR, awkward angles. We already know this map. Seen it many times. Almost picked in basically every match, unless it's banned. All right. I wonder if anyone is gonna do hidden here. This map is very hard with hidden. It adds a lot of difficulty. But we saw Courage with hidden on the DT1. Maybe they're down to try on the DT3 as well, but it's a very different kind of map, so we'll really see in a few seconds. Good luck's coming off. And nope, nobody is going with hidden. Understandable, this map is really hard with hidden. And yep. Most likely we're gonna see a lot of breaks. So accuracy is gonna be a very important factor, right? Oh, and Courage actually is not able to hold through this very beginning. And now the hard part is gonna start in a bit. And it's really important to go into that part holding a full combo. Mostly in a map this short. It's definitely not looking good. But we'll see, anything can happen here. Oh, but oh my god. Not good for Courage here. Stella finding that combo, hitting this harder part of the map. Looking very comfortable, very confident. And both players are able to hit through this part. Now some free combo. But in this map, even in the free combo, it can get a little bit tricky. But not really, these players are able to handle it, no problem. Oh, but Courage is not really being the case here. Just not as comfortable. Or maybe low rolling. But looking like Stella is approaching that point where he's gonna take the point regardless of what happens, even if she stops playing. Looking very comfortable. But I mean, it's their pick, so... I wonder if we're gonna see our second FC. Oh, actually I jinxed it. My bad, Stella, that was actually just me. I'm a terrible person. And Stella is just gonna take the point. With a very good performance. And Courage being very unlucky, like barely missing on those sections. Sentences this point with 200 combo only against 726. Nice score, indeed. And now time to Courage to pick. So I wonder what they're gonna try now. I'm looking at that no mode 1. Could be. If they're feeling good with their aim. No mode 5 could be another one to kind of test the precision. Or they could just jump right onto another mod. We're gonna see. It's actually gonna be no mode 3. One of the longer maps in this pool, if not the longest. So a lot of room for a lot of things to happen here in this point. One of my favorite songs of this entire pool. Whoa, whoa. Alright. No modding from either player, both going no mod, respecting this map difficulty. Courage finding an early misbuy. It's not gonna matter basically anything, guys. Remember, this is a more than 3-minute map, so gonna have plenty of time, plenty of room for Stella to find a miss somewhere. But he's leading with that accuracy a little bit. 1.5%. Now I'd like to see both players hold through until the first KI. And that will mean that the first player to miss in that case would be in a very uncomfortable spot. But we have seen crazy things happen in this map specifically before. Some crazy combats. So anything can happen really in Royal Rumble. Players approaching the first hard section. Courage is actually gonna be the first one to find a break, while Stella is able to hold the lead for now with accuracy and combo, and therefore score going to her side. Now Courage has to make sure to build as much combo as possible, but that is actually not gonna happen. But in the good side, at least it's a double reset, so it gives Courage at least some room. 50% of the map gone. It's still possible. We're gonna see how they handle this in control section. Both players looking very confident, very comfortable. And both managed to go through this part without any breaks. Let's see how they do here. Yep. And that's gonna be it. That's gonna be point for Stella. In what I think is the first breakpoint of today. Or at least this much, of course. Very good performance from Stella, actually, holding that almost 99%. Only missing in that very first half. Holding very strong until I jinx it again. I'm so sorry. I should be fired. I should be fired. And Courage that actually is able to hold some combo towards the end, but it's not gonna matter, isn't it? But really, really well played from both players, actually. Stella getting that breakpoint that makes them be in a very good position right now. Both players with the same 100 miscount. Sorry, my 100 miscount, 100 count, sorry. But Courage with that slightly lower UR. Okay. So a couple of maps available. I can scroll right where it needs to be, but Stella could try go for some hard rock if she's thinking that Courage is flicking on aim. Could be some number 5, could be some hard rock 2. We're gonna see. Stella is really comfortable in precision. So I'm just looking at that number 5 wondering, is it gonna be picked? Or that RO32 indeed. Going for that precision, for that back thief alert. OWC map. Yep. You see that checking the MP settings, match is starting very soon, unless there's no hard rock on the map. There you go. Good luck to everyone, and we're starting. Very normal start. No one breaking. No one being too different. Yep. And soon we're gonna go into the first kind of like stacked bursts. Where we might see some breaks. But for now, both players looking fairly comfortable. Remember guys, this map is kind of tricky to hack. So even though 97 is really good hack for now. And we're gonna approach these parts now. Oh, actually, Khaurege is the one to break first. Let's see, Stella finds a break here. They look very confident. Khaurege that is finding another break, this is not good. Yep, Stella looking very confident, very comfortable on this map. Now approaching this second key eye. Khaurege having a lot of issues holding combo. And both players hit the banger part. And Stella is... Oh, I swear to God. But it's just gonna be point to Stella. Very well played from her. And Khaurege that is just trying a little bit harder here to hold through the end, but it's unfortunately not really gonna matter. They're already score capped. And Stella is gonna approach that 700 to 800k. Depending on how the spinner goes and... Yep. Stella right now in a very good position with a 2-point lead over Khaurege. Okay, there's no spinner, I trolled. Very good performance from both players, getting a 1 miss, but that combo advantage deciding it all, right? Alright, Khaurege exactly as the map finishes, going for that nomad 1. Let's remember that this tournament is hidden pref all around. onto Khaurage's pick here. No mode 1. Some bursts, some jumps, some angles, some wide aim. And this map is of a fair length, which can lead to some shenanigans. But yeah, both players onto a good start here. Nothing really very difficult until the first ki. Both players able to hit everything during these low parts, but now we're approaching the hard section here after this. Let's see if we're gonna see any breaks really. We need to see a break from Stella for Khaurege to win their pick. And both players are actually looking really comfortable. A slightly tricky part, but let's see if they get onto the break with a double FC. And no, this is not gonna be the case. Stella is actually gonna find a break right before the break. I said break 2 times. It's okay. Khaurege that knows the point is almost on the back. They have to just hold a little bit more on the last quarter here. But a miss here will be catastrophic. But both players managed to hit it. Oh, both players actually hitting the 1/3s into 1/4 jumps. Sorry, 1-2 jumps. And is Khaurege actually gonna see them up? We're gonna find that out, but there's no more room for Stella. At this point is Khaurege's. Oh my god! Oh my god! No! Dude, this is just my fault, guys. These players are playing perfectly fine. It's just my fault and on jinxing them. Missing on the very last note. What the hell? What the hell? What the hell, man? The last note. But it doesn't matter. Got the point on the bag. And still going for the RO32, of course. It's gonna be a Jinsei moment. Alright. Jinsei moment for us here. Stella with a lot lower AC, but there's probably gonna be some breaks. But having that accuracy lead, it's important. Mostly on a map like this where there might be some breaks here or there. Or who knows, maybe these players are good enough that the accuracy is their only concern. We'll see about that. And actually Khaurege is the first one to find a miss. And the accuracy lead is actually also flipped to the other side. If Stella is able to hold a little bit more, we're gonna approach that threshold where point is gonna be theirs. We're gonna go through some slow sections until the map gets difficult again, but not that much to worry about right now. But since it's hard rock, you really can just miss a random place sometimes. Hopefully that is not the case for Stella, but Khaurege is hoping that it is. Both players able to hold through this part. We're gonna see the part after this, and Stella actually finds a miss. And I don't know if there's enough map, but if Khaurege is able to hold through the rest of the map, there might be time to turn it around. Mostly Stella finds another miss. That is just gonna look more and more possible for Khaurege here. Oh, to turn it around, but it's not gonna be the case. Stella taking this point home. Oh, but there's a Pancho miss! But it's actually a Pancho miss, and I don't know if there's enough time. Stella needs to find a miss, or find a chain miss, or something. A miracle has to happen. And it's not gonna be the case. But Stella didn't build that 300 combo lead. And earlier, the combo earlier as well. That would have gone to the other side. Ah, we were almost about to see some cinema, guys. But now the outcome is Stella is on match point. Oof, really close point, guys. And we have another match in standby. Fadja and Crazy. Right after this one. No mod 4. All right. But no matter what happens here, Khaurege is still in the tournament after a potential loss. This is winner bracket, and Stella finding that first break, but not that important. Map is lengthy. But this might be the start, the beginning of that comeback for khaurege12. Ooh, Stella almost getting tripped up by that slider. Both players managed to hold. And here, sliders being a bit tricky because they're far away. And Stella gonna find another break here. Well, Courage looking a bit more comfortable on this one. You have to flick your cursor and get that slider head, that's all you need to do. Now Courage with a 99% AC FC, looking pretty good. This might be the start of something, but we're just in the middle of the map and anything can still happen. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves here. This part is very fun to play, and both players are able to hold. Well, let's see if they hold through this section here. No! Courage is gonna find a break! And Stella is building that combo for a potential comeback. And Courage finding another miss, that really doesn't help right now the situation, unless Stella is able to find a miss somewhere. But now we're approaching a slow section. You can be tripped up by the repeat slider or rapid trigger, but no, it doesn't seem like it's gonna be the case for either of the players. And score is slowly turning away from Courage's side. But there's still 1/4 left, where if Stella misses, she's not in a good position. But it seems like both players are able to hold. And the score is officially on the other side now. Stella just has to hold as much as possible. This player should saw for a split second what the situation is. And Courage is like, please Stella, miss, so I can keep being alive a little bit longer in this winner bracket, but it doesn't really seem like that's gonna be the case, but we still have some more room. The score lead is not really that big, anything can happen really, but Stella holding really strong. But Courage already misses at the very end, sentencing their life out of this winner bracket. And even though Stella didn't miss because it was a bancho miss and I didn't say anything, it's gonna be GG's for Stella, that proceeds to go to round of 16 in the winner brackets. Congratulations. And we're gonna go right into crazy match. Thank you so much guys for playing, but we're gonna go into this one.